unhinged woke people getting a dose of reality. That's what we got today. Be sure to stay on the path of progress. Let's get into it.
I was a she, her, now I'm a he, him. I cut my hair and asked people to start calling me Trigby. Thou shalt not misgender. Thou shalt not deny. Thou shalt not hate crime, or you'll get canceled online.
These poor young people, man. This is what TikTok does to you. Just lost souls.
Get the out of my face now!
Ooh, that was very rude of you.
Get the out of my face!
Do you want to go to jail, sir, ma'am? I don't really know what to call you.
You're done, man.
I'm done.
Get the police, you just insulted me.
Well, listen here, pal. I mean, you are gonna go to jail.
And I could tell the police to get you.
I'm vegan, so don't say that. Listen.
You told me man. You really get the out of my way right now.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that.
You do not have a release. I will sue you.
You're gonna sue him? Don't sue him, man, because we're trying to just...
I don't have a... You do not have a release. If you post this, I will destroy you. I will destroy you.
Just keep going on. I got my crew with me now. I got my crew. Yeah! Yeah! What's up? Woo!
How very friendly and kind. Boys come to the rescue. Yeah, these are the kind of people that they want you to be accepting of. Preaching nothing but self-love and acceptance. Oh my god, everybody's great. You should love everybody. You should accept everybody. But if you say a single thing I don't like, I'm going to rampage!
My identity does not change my biology, so no, good sir. You cannot legally hunt me. That is still...
Let's be clear, what's happening in this country, it's Nazism. Republicans are not. You cannot separate yourselves from the bad white people.
You could play a drinking game with this. Every single time a woke person contradicts themselves, take a shot. You will be drunk for a whole week by the end of this video. White people are all racist, and being racist is bad. I hate white people. Something about America that a lot of people don't realize, one of our biggest exports is culture. That's one of the main things we are known for. Basically, everyone in the world watches American movies. They pay attention to American politics, listen to American music, TV shows, all media basically. So one of our biggest exports is culture. I'm in Japan right now, and I was walking around the other day, and I see someone just like that. A man dressed in little girl's clothes. In Japan, a Japanese dude dressed that way. And I've been seeing more of this stuff through my travels. As you see, the woke mindset is genuinely, it is spreading, and it's spreading through our media.
You don't think that men should pay on the first date?
In fact, I was listening to you earlier describe how you think that men should pay for dates with women who want to be equal, don't want to give them children, and also want to have their own careers. And that absolutely blew my mind.
You don't think that men should pay on the first date?
Oh, I think they should pay on the first date for women who are going to be wives, not for women like you.
I wouldn't be a wife?
Not if you're going to refuse to give a man children, have to have your own career working outside the home.
It's not refusing to give a man children.
No, you're a roommate. Why would a man pay for you if you're just a roommate? Do you want to be equal or no?
Yeah, I agree. If you want the equal relationship, okay, go 50-50 on some of this stuff. But if you want that proper traditional relationship, you should be paying for most things. That's how it is, bros. This is pretty standard frame. You take care of the woman in your life.
If black people are 13% of the population and white people are, say, 60%, black people should be 13% of every possible domain of value in American society. 13% of cops, 13% of teachers, 13% of wealth, 13% of prisoners, and on and on and on. And likewise, white people should be 60% of everything. I think that's an absurd and really dangerous definition of racism, because what it justifies is a kind of top-down, heavy-handed manipulation of policies to discriminate against one race and discriminate in favor of another race until the end of time, until this mythical moment where we get to equal outcomes, which will never, ever, ever happen.
Whoever is most qualified for the job should get the job. That's all.
Go ahead and read that quote.
Every election cycle we talk about, this is the most election of our lifetime.
What does that mean?
I do not know.
That doesn't sound like proper grammar.
Yeah, that is not.
I'm assuming either Elon or Trump.
So why do you think it would be Elon?
It seems like something he would tweet out.
He's just not a real person.
Why do you think Trump said it?
Because he's stupid and sounds like a stupid quote.
Do you think Trump is stupid?
Yeah.
What makes you think it's Donald Trump?
I mean, it seems like some illiterate nonsense that would come out of his mouth.
I'm guessing you're not a fan.
Yeah, no.
No, so you will not be voting for him.
No.
No. Did you know that she's probably going to be the new?
Yeah, I have heard.
Yeah, you're going to vote for her?
We'll see.
If she is the person, would you consider voting for her?
I mean, possibly.
Possibly. She doesn't say like illiterate things like that. Like, not like that.
Yeah, not like that, certainly.
It was her.
Oh, wow.
Do you think feminism has gone too far or not far enough?
I think it's gone too far.
Too far.
Too far. Way too far.
I think feminism has gone too far, of course. Men hating at this point.
You know, that's a tricky question. I think everybody's definition of feminism is very different. You know, I think every woman is a little bit of a feminist in their own way based off of the belief that, you know, females are capable of great things and women really can rule the world if they want to. But I don't think that feminism should regard, you know, canceling the men that we need in our life. And this world isn't just women, it is men as well. And men play a very, very large aspect in keeping our politicians and our government and our world running properly. And I think that they have just as much to bring to the table as women.
So here's the thing, it might sound good, you know, all of these conservative, seemingly sweet girls saying, oh yeah, feminism has gone way too far. The guys have it so hard now. But the thing is, a lot of these women actually have and hold feminist ideals without them maybe even knowing it. So I would bet that a lot of these women don't even identify as a womanist, but they probably think men and women are equal, probably. And that's where that whole thing stems from, you know, men and women are equal, we're exactly the same, we just have different things in our pants. So really, whether you identify yourself as a feminist or not, you probably have some type of womanist ideology inside of your brain. That's for men and for women.
A lot of people ask me, what are neopronouns? Simply put, neopronouns are gender-neutral pronouns, meaning those beyond he, him, his, and she, her, hers. But let's break it down further with my friend Devin Norell.
Pronouns are terms that we use to refer to someone in the third person. In lieu of someone's name, we might say, I know him, or she is my friend.
For many trans people, we update our personal pronouns when we come out, so that our gender identities can be affirmed. We might use gender-neutral pronouns that honor our genders beyond the binary.
These are neopronouns, but they're nothing new. There's a long documented history of neopronouns being proposed, used...
No more of that one. No. What is happening, dude? Nope. No. Thank you.
Y'all, this really gonna piss y'all off for real. Cause not only does my ID say female, so does my birth certificate.
Everyone can see what the truth is. Everyone can. Just because the document says it doesn't just change reality.
Does height matter in a guy? Yeah. It does? I judge based on unnatural beauty, so let's remove some makeup to see what you really look like.
Okay, why are you being like that?
Being like what? You judge guys based on something they can't change.
Okay, you can judge my weight.
I know, because you can change that.
I'll take my makeup off, I don't give a fuck.
Alright, let's see it.
I'm not actually going to.
So, no?
Not tonight.
I'll take my makeup off, but no, I won't actually do that. Oh my god, bro.
Just ignore that, don't worry about that. Probably just going through a breakup, you know, happens.
You want to have as much sex as possible, but then I say if I get pregnant, I can kill the baby. That's really dark.
It's not kill the baby.
What?
A clump of cells.
You're a clump of cells. I'm a clump of cells. We're all clumps of cells.
Please don't leave, Daddy.
Oh, princess, I would never leave you, but Daddy has to go.
No. Oh my god. Stop. Ah. Ah. Oh. This one aged me, bro. Oh my god. Oh, that took 10 years off my life. Why do you have to record it? Leave it in your private life. Some things should just be kept to yourself.
Hi, sisters. Hi, sisters. Hi, sister. Hi, sister.
What the fuck was that?
If you're insecure about your arms in photos like I am, all you have to do is pull out your arm just a little bit away from your body and then push forward your shoulders.
There's actually an easier solution to that. Did you know? It's in your brain right now. I know it is. Okay? I see you, dude. I see you, and you're right. You're right.
For I can't help falling in love with you. For I can't.
Stop it. No, bro. Just Bro, this is a tough video. Like, there's some wild clips in this one. I am rapidly aging. Rapidly. At this rate, I'm going to be in a nursing home by the end of this video.
Give me an actual example of anything I've said which is misogynistic, a single one.
You've said society would completely be destroyed if it were left to women.
Yes. Why would that be a misogynistic
I've seen
statement?
it all.
I gave an evidenced, reasoned argument for why I think that
Andrew.
absent men, society would collapse.
You talk about stars like they're trash and worthless.
Men and women.
You advocate for the patriarchy. You advocate for women to
I have
not
no
be.
value.
I mean, it's just
I didn't say
apparent.
anything about you not having value.
Okay, do you agree I have value?
I think all human beings have ontological value.
Okay, so me being a star, you think that takes away from my value as a person, my morals, my being,
Well, it takes
my
away from your morals, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying that you're not a valuable human being. I would love to see you reform from being a corn star. I mean, you're probably not going to, but
Nope.
I'd love to see it. Yeah, I think it compromises your morals for sure. But I wouldn't apply that to you because you're a woman. I would apply that to you because you're a corn star.
Noticing differences within the society is misogynistic. That's what their logic is. A lot of the jobs that hold up the infrastructure in society are primarily run by men. And if you were to remove these men from upholding the entire infrastructure, yes, society would collapse. Therefore, women wouldn't be able to hold up the infrastructure because that's what men are doing. That's misogynistic. You notice that? That's misogynistic.
I'm a pastor who believes that children should be given gender-affirming care, and by that I mean that we need to affirm their God-given biological gender.
You had me fooled there. For a second, I thought you were gonna go, and then you swerved. That was funny. Okay.
They were stalking us, and they ripped off my stuff. Great.
We're f***ing college, dude. If you put that shit anywhere, like, you're f***ing dead, bro. You're fucking...
Is that a threat?
You're endangering me because of you. There's an Indian thing.
I'm not endangering anyone. I'm standing here.
It's okay to dress up like me. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off. Take it off.
For you to come out here and just like think you could just wear this with like no meaning is like.
Can you explain like why specifically it's offensive?
It's a caricature. Like you guys are like literally playing and like you're dressed up as a pilgrim. You know, there's no offense, but there was like no black people as pilgrims. Like they were wrecking
There actually
your
was.
shit.
I looked it up.
We're black pilgrims.
Okay, but what about the natives then? Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Look, so they sent a whole class out to get us. This Native American class is now sent out to come and talk to us. So you just witnessed what we had to go through here at California State University, Northridge. Pretty insane.
People are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to get that education. That's the joke, dude. You're going hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt so you can get mad at jokes.
Google the richest women in the world, like where they got their money from. It's rough. It's rough out there, guys.
All from divorce.
They ain't fucking starting businesses.
Yep.
They're marrying dummies. It's almost all of it is divorce. Feminists do not want to hear this. But there was one woman who was the richest woman ever from a startup company, Elizabeth Holmes. She ran a company called Theranos. She started it herself, dropped out of college to start this company, and it was a total fraud. It was all fraudulent. She's going to jail forever. She was worth $34 billion at one point. It was a blood testing company. They falsified all sorts of data, and they lied to investors and all sorts of shit. She used to dress like Steve Jobs. She wore a black turtleneck and everything, and I saw her speak once.
She told me that you shouldn't judge someone by their clothes, right? Okay, now let's do a quick test here. Now, if you see someone wearing a police uniform, right? You would assume that they're probably a police officer.
Yeah.
Ah, why would you assume that?
Because of the uniform?
Don't judge people by their uniform or their outfit. If you saw someone wearing a fireman's outfit, you probably assume that they are a firefighter. Don't judge anyone by their outfit or their uniform. It doesn't make sense. So.
Not my answer, guys.
If you're wearing a firefighter's outfit, you're probably a firefighter, right? If you're wearing a police officer's outfit, you're probably a police officer. If you're wearing an outfit, you probably...
Y'all, Target has lost their last mind. Go up a size or two in your moto jacket for an easy, effortlessly cool vibe. Go up a size or two from an XXL. Yeah, y'all done lost y'all last mind. Target, let me give you a style tip. If you're gonna so inconsiderately suggest that people go up a size or two, at least have the sizes. And not just online, also in store. Now, I don't know who told y'all that was a good idea, but y'all need to either fix that sign or fix your sizes. Hopefully both.
Do they carry a 10XL? Is that normal? This is your problem, not Target's.
Sometimes people can't take compliments in the singular form, so it's best to overload them in one time. Love, you're cute. No. Okay. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. You're a delight. You're wonderful to be around. You're the love of my life. You're a delight. I think I repeated that one, but it's very true. I love you. I love you. Cutie.
Oh, yeah, there's another 10 years. There's another 10 years just gone. I'm never getting that back.
If submission were natural to women, there would not be thousands of sermons every year preaching submission to women. Nature does not need reminders to run its course.
Then why does this community have to constantly remind us that their sexuality is normal? And why do they force it into the kids' classrooms, which is now required in 6 states, and to make inappropriate children's books about their lifestyle, and get drag queens to read these inappropriate books to the children? If their lifestyle is so natural, then why do we all have to be constantly reminded about how normal it is? And especially, why are they targeting that message to children?
Ma'am, or sir, I'm not sure. I didn't misgender you, did I?
Oh, please, go fuck yourself.
Oh, that's not very ladylike.
Oh, now you're fucking misgendering me. Ladylike.
Oh, well, what are you exactly?
None of your fucking business. What are you?
But you said I misgendered you. If I don't know what you are, how can I not misgender you?
I swear, a lot of these people are just sitting there waiting to be offended. No, I'm non-binary. Did you just assume my gender? It's like an NPC that doesn't get activated until you walk by it. Gender's on a spectrum.
Why is it when a father abandons his child, they call him a deadbeat dad, but when a woman abandons her child, they call it her choice?
They don't. That's the rhetoric
Yes,
that
they do.
I would like to think, but no, if they get called sluts, they get called whores, they get called murderers, when in reality, you don't know what brought them to that decision.
I don't know a woman who has been happy about a baby. I think it's mostly when they know that they will be a deadbeat. They don't have money.
It's like
they choose to not have it because they don't want to be the deadbeat.
Should we support a woman who abandons her child because she did what was best for herself?
Yes.
Why do we condemn men for abandoning their children because they did what was best for themselves?
Because at that point, they're abandoning a developed and birthed child versus abandoning or a fetus. It's not a human, it's a fetus.
This woman right here is speaking from personal experience. You can just see it, bro. I swear. She's probably on a membership program at Planned Parenthood. Let's just be real. Got a furnace down there.
Why? Well, I tell you what, sport doesn't become interesting because the stars are paid more money. Stars get paid more money because the sport is interesting. Let me ask you this. How many of you guys on the panel know who our Australian Matildas are playing in the quarterfinals? No, because you don't care about it. Now, if you cared about it...
I do if they win.
No, but that's the thing.
They beat
Do you know what? All of you can go and watch W League games in the women's competition here, but you don't. Now, when you start to go and watch these women play the wonderful football they do, then they'll earn more money. The top 10 fastest men of all time in terms of sprinters are all black. Are you telling me that the white guys should say, hold on, we should be paid just as much as the black guys for sprinting? No, because they're not as fast.
See, now here's your problem, man, is that makes sense. Don't you know we don't use logic around here?
And I wanted to make sure that she doesn't have to fight, like how many other countless women have had to fight for my reproductive rights. I wanted to make sure that she doesn't have to do the same thing.
What? How is that real?
So Gymshark has been catching just a ton of heat over the past few days because they posted this picture of a fitness influencer on their Instagram. Now I know what you guys are thinking. What could possibly be wrong with this photo where people are going to get upset about it? Well, Here's a little backstory. So Gymshark went through this really weird phase a few years ago where instead of promoting actual fitness influencers and bodybuilders, they instead started promoting overweight women and women with hairy armpits. But over the past year, this brand has done a complete 180. They've gone back to the original message of the brand and started posting people like this on their Instagram. Cut to now, they posted this picture of a fitness influencer named Lauren on their Instagram. Now, if you're a confident and attractive human being like myself, you'd probably look at this picture and say, wow, she looks great, good for her. But no, that's not what a lot of people had to say. People hated on this picture so much to the point where Gymshark deleted it. Thousands of comments of people saying, this is AI, this is photoshopped. Gymshark is setting unrealistic expectations for women. And listen guys, I completely understand. If I was ugly and miserable too, I'd also be hating in a comment section. Those of you saying this is unrealistic and she photoshops her pictures, a good friend of mine is her boyfriend, and he sent me the proof. She doesn't Photoshop anything. I don't think Gymshark should delete this and back down from the hate. I think stuff like this should just motivate people to become the best versions of themselves. And to the people that are hating on her, if you put all this energy into working on yourselves than you do her, maybe you'd actually fit into a pair of Gymshark clothes.
Hey everyone! So I just rented one of these shareable bikes and they're kind of useless. I gotta be honest, I hate having my male parts. It's such a drag. No pun intended, and it just really gets in the way and it's super annoying. So I feel like they need to make bikes that are more ergonomic and trans friendly. So drop a comment and let me know what you think.
I come downstairs and the kitchen is clean and you've done it all and you've done all the dishes and you've closed all the pantry doors. You better be ready to get your docked. I mean, like literally, that is my love language. I don't need a red Ferrari. I can buy a red Ferrari! Just do the f***ing dishes! I will suck your It's not easy! Sorry.
That's a big old yikes right there, my dude. That is a big old yikes, my dude. This is what you call negotiating desire. And you'll see this a lot with women in their about later 30s, early 40s, where they say basically doing chores is attractive. Oh, you're sweeping the floor? Wow, that is so hot. Oh my God. When you hear women talking like this, it is guaranteed that her man is a beta. 100%, because she does not have that genuine desire for that man to just be readily attracted to him. There's none of this visceral, carnal attraction. It is him having to complete a set of tasks to have access to her bedroom. That is the kind of woman that had to settle for her man.
Buongiorno, this is my manicotti, and later this year a surgeon will turn it into a tortellini. How, you ask? Let me show you. Now, if I still had my meatballs, which I don't because I got them removed last summer, this would be the first thing the surgeon would remove. So let's go ahead and do that.
No, dude, we're just not doing this one. No.
So as a white man, if I see color, I'm a racist. But if I don't see color, I'm ignoring racism. Got it.
Oh no.
Roll over.
Men just do what women want.
Why?
Because they care about women and they want women to be happy and they want them to love them. You can go back to, say, the Victorian era, and men used to treat women with an extreme amount of deference because the generations living then remembered a time when the world was a lot more difficult than people now remember it being. The physical inequality between men and women was emphasized because the world was a much more difficult place. And so men took a paternalistic and patriarchal view on how women should be treated. And women wanted men to take that. And men did what they could. Now, men have won. The fact that we're not about to be invaded is the victory of Western man. Then for some reason, women decided, okay, well, I'm not afraid anymore. I want what you have. You don't do the things that we do, so you can't have what we have. But men just want women to be happy. They want them to love them. They want their approval. And so if gaining women's approval means pretending women are equal to men or whatever it is, they'll do it. And it's completely taken men off of the throne that they sat on. This throne was never imposed by authority, actually. It's imposed by consent. And the second women withdrew their consent for the man to be on that throne, well, the throne collapses and the men are just standing around going, okay, well, I guess I'll just play video games and drink beer all day and smoke weed. And if you don't need me, I won't do anything. Because that's really the whole raison d'etre of being a man, just to be needed by someone else. And it's always been women. And until women understand that actually they're kind of destroying men, then nothing will change, because men will never be able to stand up for themselves and their own dignity.
Wow. A lot of facts you just spoke right there. Women have become the men that they wanted to date back in the day. So really, the women have changed quite significantly. But men haven't changed that much. I'd say most men today are actually okay with the fact that they're expected to provide to some extent. But women have basically completely thrown away their gender roles. Basically just completely assumed all of the masculine roles that they find attractive. So now that's why they need to find basically a turbo man in order for them to be properly attracted to him. Because she has already achieved this level of, you know, masculinity, so to speak, where now she needs the turbo masculine dude.
In my opinion, right, it's not like I'm making them spend millions, right? I'm not making them go broke. When a man lies to a woman to get her into bed and like makes her think like she's like the only one or etc., it's like that's like feelings, emotions, and trauma. A guy that I take money from is not going to be traumatized at the end of the day because they know what they signed up for.
First of all, we have a bunch of suppositions here that need to be attacked, right? So the first one is, how can you say that this would always come from trauma if a man is taking care or a man is exploiting? You could never make the claim that that is traumatic, while at the same time saying that it could never be traumatic for a man to be exploited for money. How in the world could you ever make those claims?
Because how would a man be traumatized for losing $200?
Because they feel like they were taken advantage of the same way a woman would if you lied to her for, right?
No.
No. Oh, no. No. Okay, so can you give me the counter to that besides no?
Did you have fun today, kiddo? It was your first Pride Parade. That's amazing. We saw a lot of new things. Did you see anything that you have questions on? Those were different, huh? I don't think you've ever seen anything like that before. But you know, different isn't bad, right? It's actually really important that we have different things. Can you imagine if we only had one flavor of ice cream? That'd be real boring real fast. So those people were doing a type of adult dress up. And just like when you put on your dinosaur costume and that makes you feel good, when they put on those things, it makes them feel really good. You're a smarty pants, and you're right, sometimes. It can be about that, but not always. There are details about this that I can't share with you yet, but we can keep having conversations, and I'm never going to lie to you about it. And whether it's about that or not, guess what still applies? Consent, you're right. Do you remember what we talked about for consent? Let's talk about it more.
There is such an obsession with trying to bring children into this. Maybe you've seen those videos of these people saying, we're coming for your children. Remember that? They need your children because they cannot procreate by themselves. You need to realize that. They procreate through ideology. That's why they try and speak to children that are young and impressionable. They need to be able to push their ideology and brainwash them to bring up their next generation of, you know, their alphabet mafia. That is exactly what's happening. Don't be mistaken. Father of boy killed by Haitian immigrant says son's death now used for hate against illegals.
Best interest to be here after recent comments. You know, I wish that my son, Aiden Clark, was killed by a 60-year-old white man. And I bet you never thought anyone would ever say something so blunt. But if that guy killed my 11-year-old son, the incessant group of hate-spewing people would leave us alone. The last thing that we need is to have the worst day of our lives violently and constantly shoved in our faces. But even that's not good enough for them. They take it one step further. They make it seem as though our wonderful Aiden appreciates your hate, that we should follow their hate. And look what you've done to us. We have to get up here and beg them to stop. Using Aiden as a political tool is, to say the least, reprehensible for any political purpose. And speaking of morally bankrupt, politicians, Bernie Moreno, Chip Roy, J.D. Vance, and Donald Trump, they have spoken my son's name and used his death for political gain. This needs to stop now. They can vomit all the hate they want about illegal immigrants, the border crisis, and even untrue claims about fluffy pets being ravaged and eaten by community members. However, they are not allowed, nor have they ever been allowed to mention Aiden Clark from Springfield, Ohio. I will listen to them one more time to hear their apologies. To clear the air, my son, Aiden Clark, was not murdered. He was accidentally killed by an immigrant from Haiti. This tragedy is felt all over this community, the state, and even the nation. But don't spin this towards hate. In order to live like Aiden, you need to accept everyone. Choose to shine, make the difference, lead the way, and be the inspiration. What many people in this community and state and nation are doing is the opposite of what you should be doing. Sure, we have our problems here in Springfield and in the U.S., but does Aiden Clark have anything to do with that? Did you know that an 11-year-old boy could be passionate about gardening, that he could haggle for a better price at a yard sale?
Wow. Really, just wow. The men in the West have been so psyoped, so cucked, where they have now, removed a person from your family, and you say, no, it's okay, it's fine, we shouldn't hate. This is the kind of guy that sits in the corner of the room and watches his wife with another man. This is a consequence of weak men. This is a consequence of no testosterone, no boundaries. Because make no mistake, the reason why we're in the situation that we are today is because of weak men. Everything else is just a symptom of that. We've removed all boundaries from our men. They have no standards, no boundaries whatsoever, clearly by this clip. This is truly pathetic, and it's only going to get worse. We are in the cycle of weak men creating hard times, and it's going to get worse.
Today we were going to have this conversation. There are people in this world who are lost, okay? They don't know the Lord, okay? They're just lost souls, okay? We got to pray for them. So there will be guys acting like girls or wanting to be girls, and there will be girls acting like guys and wanting to be guys, okay? There are some guys that they really think they're a girl, and there are some girls that think they're a guy. They're not happy with the gender they are, and a gender means male or female. You're a male, right? And I'm a female. But we don't do that, okay?
Come on, right there.
We don't dress up like other genders. We don't do that type of stuff, okay?
Okay.
We gonna always be ourselves. You understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
You want to wear heels like that, man? And put a wig on?
No.
Hey, girl, that's what you want?
No, and I don't want to wear a purse either. I want to be the regular way I am and still get even haircuts and just be a boy myself.
You're a boy.
My man.
That's how God made you. Do you understand me?
Yes.
You don't change what God created you to be. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
God is not okay with that. God said that there is man and there is woman. He didn't say that men can turn into women and women can turn into men. That's not what it is, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Absolute W. Much needed breath of fresh air. This right here is what real parenting looks like.
My problem is that I'm too hot, too successful in my career. I make too much money. I have too many amazing friends and family, too many cute clothes. Do you know how hard it is to choose an outfit each day? I also have so many amazing and hot people sliding into my DMs every day. It's time consuming to respond to all of these messages. Honestly, I've had it too good for too long. I think my problem is that my life is so wonderful and I only have 24 hours in a day to appreciate it all.
All right. That's, you guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your journey on the path of progress, all right? And you have to be sure to like the video and subscribe and everything, because I'm on my way to the geriatric care. I have now lost so many years off my lifespan that I have to go into intensive care. Goodbye.